I wanted to jump into the whole KD returning to the league in Phoenix, man. That was
My
big, right
dog,
there. Yeah.
KD, man. Shout out KD, bro, because he came back. And you know how when people come back, they don't fit in, even though you see like a lot of these super teams, but they don't fit. Hey, bro. KD.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
look at me. Panning me on. Hey, KD, go get that ring, dog. Go get it. I got
I ain't
faith in you.
for it.
Go get Chris Paul that ring he need, man.
I feel like if you just bouncing team to team, though, like, what the fuck are you
Where's the
really...
bouncing go, though?
I mean, the nigga didn't play for like
I mean, he
four
got,
teams.
what, 2 rings with Golden State?
No, I'm saying you bouncing team to team, though.
I mean,
shout out to KD,
he
though,
was
man.
in Brooklyn for about 2-3 years, but shit didn't work, bro. They sold a dream that they ain't follow up on, bro.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
KD, man, I shout out to you, man. Obviously, man, you one of the greatest players to ever pick up a basketball around this mug. So, I mean, ain't nobody shooting from where you shooting at damn near 7 feet, like
Look,
how you
bro,
do it at least. So.
You'll never see, like, I remember when KD first came in, how skinny he was, and people was like, oh, he ain't gonna be, he too small. Now, look, now he one of the, probably the top 10 players of all time.
That was said, but at the same time, I feel like I come from that 90s basketball to where you had a player, man, he stay in his franchise, man, and he try to, you know what I'm saying, get a couple key pieces around him to, you know, rock that way versus trying to go big 3, big. Now these niggas be doing big 5, so it's like shit. Like,
This game has changed, bro. Man, I remember back in the day, you used to tell me your favorite player in the post was Charles Oakley, bro. I used to tell you, bro, like, he's not the franchise, bro.
I used to think Dennis Scott was the shit, though, for some reason. It's crazy, though, man. Like, I used to think Dennis Scott was the shit, bro.
That's funny.
Eddie Jones for the LA Lakers before Kobe got there. Y'all wasn't rocking with
Eddie Jones was the shit, though. Eddie Jones was the dude.
Man,
He was the dude.
like my favorite player, bro.
He just couldn't survive with Kobe.
Yeah. It was a Kobe world after that, man. It definitely was, man. But shout out to KD, man. Welcome back, bro, man. Glad to see you healthy out there, man. You know.
So before we get off this hooping, though, so I heard they dropped that little case kid, John Morant, man. So back to John Morant, he out here, he putting paws on people, bro. That's what they telling me.
Putting hands and feet
On teenagers, though?
teenagers, bro. Like on.
Damn, John.
And he did it on Hood.
Hey, he got to slow down, though, bro, because, you know, I'm riding with you. I support you, bro, but you got to slow down out here, bro.
I just ain't really been big on the whole John Morant, you know what I'm saying, bandwagon and shit.
Let me ask you this. Do you think he should change the team as the team he got around him?
Should he, like, should they start trading?
No, I'm talking about as far as his people, his niggas.
I been said that. I said that like a minute ago.
So you think he just need to switch his whole team? Because he might have a couple bad grapes in the basket, you know what I'm saying? Because he just, every 2 weeks it's a situation, man. If they ain't his people, it's something he doing, and he with his people. So it's kind of like.
It's like if you can't control, if you ain't one of them niggas that can control your niggas that's around you, if your niggas don't respect you, like, if your niggas don't respect you, bro, as a nigga that, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be the niggas that's leading us, if you're not a lead, I ain't saying he ain't a leader, but I'm saying if you ain't a nigga that your people gonna follow, yeah, you probably want to change that circle, bro, because that's gonna get you in trouble. That's definitely gonna get you in trouble down the line, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, do what's best for you, man. Don't do what's best for anybody else. You can't help everybody.
I tell you this, though, bro. I want to know the situation, though. You know, I'm a nosy nigga, man. You know what I mean? But how mad you had to be to slap a teenager playing basketball? Where was you at, nigga? The Y? Like, who was you with? My homie Bird and them? Or like, where was you? Like, nigga, like, I'm
It
just
can go that
saying.
way sometime. You know how it go, man.
You think he
Like,
was getting buckets gave to him, though?
I know he was getting buckets.
He had to get some buckets gave to him, bro. And then they say he like flashed the burn on him too.
Ja gotta just chill, bro.
Bro, my
Just
man
stay
walking
out of
around here
places.
with a 40 in Memphis, bro. He tripping, man.
Let's jump into something else, man. So speaking of like friendships and, you know what I'm saying, having people or being in places that may put you in situations that can, you know, definitely get you into a bad, you know, situation or get you in trouble, obviously with the law. We watched the what was it called? Back on Fig. We watched Back on Fig. No, it wasn't Back on Fig. It was actually they homeboy podcast, Mac Wop. Watch Mac Wop.
Okay, yeah.
Watch
Mac
Mac
Wop.
Wop.
Yeah.
So I'm segueing a little bit, but we watched the little Mac Wop podcast and Smack. If y'all know Smack from Back on Fig, No Jumper,
TDE
man.
Smack, man.
TDE
Yeah.
Smack.
Shout out Smack, man.
He been doing his thing, man. Like he definitely, you know, getting himself in a better position in life. So definitely salute to him. But it comes a time in your life, man, where you gotta like not be in certain places that you used to be in.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like, I don't know, man. It's hard to stay out the hood though, even when you got money, because when you got money, you want niggas in the hood to acknowledge you got money and will see you
Right.
got money. But in reverse, that's like the worst thing to do, because, and that's how a lot of athletes and rappers and shit get caught up. They go back, and that's how you get your circle infiltrated, because you always gonna get a nigga in there that's like, I'm gonna use this nigga for what I can do.
It's like you want to come back and like show your peoples and stuff
Right.
what you
and you
became.
can do that. You just have to do it in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like run some community services, run some basketball tournaments for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Run some, like I love when I be seeing rappers and just entertainers in general giving back with the turkeys and school supply. That's dope. That's what's up. Because when I was coming up, man, ain't no rappers throwing them motherfucking supplies. You know what I'm saying?
Some niggas don't even go back, bro.
Some don't go back. You know what I mean?
But it wasn't even like a, situation like that. He was just on the homie podcast, man, and I feel like, like I said, like the homie, like T-Rail was telling them, like, you can't just be going to everybody podcast once you at a certain level in your life. It's basically like going to a club that you used to go to when you did have money. Now you going back to that same hole in the wall club. So what I was saying right there was, like, they had a situation where he had gotten into it with one of his homies, and basically, man, like, the homie swung on him and shit. Like,
Homie tried to knock the Sonic coins out my boy, man.
He tried to knock the coins out that nigga, all the little rings out that nigga, man. But T-Rail was telling him basically, like, you shouldn't have been there. Like, I want to get your opinion on that, because with Ja Morant, it's like you still putting yourself and hanging around people that maybe you shouldn't necessarily be around. Is it you cut your circle? Is it, you know what I'm saying, you try to pull your people away from that circle? I mean, from that, that type of life? What is it that you do?
I mean, that's you know what? I mean, really, bro, you have to, first, you got to be in the right mindset. I think you got to realize this dude's still young. He's like 25, maybe not even 25. So you got to think, coming up the last 3-4 years, you getting money. They say he the new spokesman of Powerade. They about to relaunch the brand with him as the head. You got your Nike deal, replace Kyrie. Damn, Kyrie. But shout out Kyrie. But yeah, replace them. Basically, if y'all didn't notice the swap out. But yeah, man, you gotta, he's still at a young age to where I think he know this, but he's still young-minded, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? And young-minded niggas, sometimes it don't even hit you till you get 27, 28 to where you done lost millions. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a lot of shit going on in this camp, but he just got to be smart. You got to realize at the end of the day, you an NBA player. You a role model to
what you're saying,
millions of people. So I think, like, maybe because I'm older now, but I think, like, if I'm in the NBA in any way, shape, or role, bench player, whatever, you're held to a higher standard, bro. You can't be going out slapping people. You can't be going. You can go to the club. That's cool. You see Brian at the club. How many times you see him in the club, though?
Oh, yeah. He has the control.
It's always an occasion or a party or something. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
and
what I'm
when
saying,
he is
though.
out there, he with his family, Rich Paul, his wife.
Yeah.
You see his circle?
His tight circle. But that's what I'm saying, though. Do we give Ja Morant a pass because he is young? When, like, it's like we give Kodak Black passes and stuff because of him being young at that time, or being young.
Nah, we ain't give Kodak no pass.
Like, we gave Kodak passes on certain things because of the environment that he grew up in. You know what I'm saying? How he was raised and shit like that. Like, we give, like, when I say a pass, I'm saying, like, okay, you came from this environment, so it's like we see that what you faced uphill, versus a person that wasn't raised in that environment, and they're sitting there putting themselves in positions that they never was. That's like when Justin Bieber was, that's like when Justin Bieber was putting himself in places that he shouldn't even been there. Like, you don't come from this. Why are you going to hang out with Bloods? Why are you going to hang out with dudes that you know you wouldn't be around in your regular day life?
I mean, I understand that, but like you say, it's different with Ja Morant, because you got to realize Kodak, how he came up, Ja Morant, how he came up. And it's kind of like the scenario of, like we just said, you being that okay regular nigga in school coming up, and then you turn into a freak athlete and get the bag. Now you doing all the shit you wanted to do when you was coming up, because now it's like you that cool nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of history. Kodak is different because Kodak was raised in the slums. Like, we seen Kodak I remember Kodak used to shoot videos smoking Black and Miles. You know what I mean? So I've seen that. But John Morant,
Kodak
you
ain't
was in
changed.
private school. I mean, you know this shit ain't right. What you doing? You very knowledgeable that shit ain't cool.
That's what I'm saying.
But
man. I think
again,
dude, you just got to get it together, man. Change your circle, bro. Like, be
change your
smart.
circle, bro. Get them squares out of there, bro.
Like, nah, they definitely ain't no squares, but
I mean, I ain't saying they squares and nothing like that, but shit, they is because they ain't fit in the circle.
yeah, that makes a point right there.
If you mess up, if this is your real homeboy and all these sponsorships and dollars on the line and shit, and y'all wildin',
Your ass gotta go.
you gotta go, bro.